How does a low handicap get to a scratch handicap? I went to Finland and met Tim Urban, 7th placed finalist in season 9 of American Idol.
Is that a guy laying right in front of you? Yeah, it is. Is he okay? No. Oh. Now the wind here, that's one of the things that I've noticed. This is very unpredictable. And you look and you're like, it feels like this, then you hit it and it's different. So, I don't know, short's better than long here, so I think I'm just gonna hit an 8-iron. Flag and left of it, because I don't know what's right of it. So, that's kind of the thought. Also, I'm thinking more about contact. Like, I just want to make good contact here. And I didn't. That is amazing. That was such bad contact. That's amazing. I mean, I was playing a flight at 8. Out. You know, for a long time I putted with it in, and then it feels like, for me, it makes the hole feel more welcoming. Yeah. It's a purely mental. Not that I putt well either way, but...
Tim's driving and wedge play is phenomenal, but is it enough to be a true scratch golfer? Tim feels like he's not a good putter, but if he can hit a full shot like he does, putting is purely mental for him. When you tell yourself you're not a good putter, you find ways to convince yourself. We all try our hardest to live in harmony with our self-image.
Yeah, I think that should be all right. Downwind, downhill. 131, downwind, downhill, out of a fluffy lie. I think I'm gonna hit a 52.
What's gonna happen to the ball?
I think it's gonna jump. It's gonna be like a flyer. That seems to be what's happened here before. And I think short's probably better than long on this hole. So that's all pure guesses, but.
I am proud of one thing. It's my ability to read the lie and read grass. On this approach, on a downslope with the ball above our feet, with tons of grass behind the ball, to a green below us, almost no one in the world can make the ball land and then stop on the green. The way we are setting up means we have a 90% chance of fattening the hell out of the shot because of the slope and excess grass. With that in mind, you can hit 1 to 2 clubs lower loft, just accept the chunky shot and let that low spinning chunker roll onto the front of the green.
See, that's what I should have been way more cognizant of that. That might go in. I really wasn't thinking about landing it short and bouncing it up. I never think about that on the golf course. Like, never, unless it's maybe a chip shot. Well, it's all about like carry number, hit it, and you think about like back spin and backing it up, and it's like, that's not happening out of this fly. But I just don't ever think about it. So, wow, this is good, you know? I practice these shots all the time. Look, this is actually wild. If it's any further this way, it's in. It's the perfect little like chunk of grass to hold this golf ball. Not enough. Yeah, really soft. It's fine. I'll take it. All right, so just like all the rest of the putts, I don't know where this goes. And just like the previous putt, it's all about good speed.
I know if Tim reads or listens to Bob Rotella's book, Putting Out of Your Mind, he would infinitely improve his putting. So, it's a must-read for any golfer struggling on the greens.
I try to play a fade with the driver at the moment. So this would be try to aim down like the left center of the fairway, because if it hits any of that, it should bounce back too, right? So
Tim rips the snot out of the new Tacoma driver. I'm so jealous of the freedom he has with the driver. He hits it so well, and it's such a good weapon for him. But his big strength is the wedge game. His tempo and body turn is so effortless. Partial wedge shots are really tough, especially on tight turf like Finland. But Tim has so much confidence because he focuses on turning and not getting too handsy. He's so wide and so shallow. It's very sensual.
No, so I think for me, I just don't try to accelerate as much through the impact. I'm not trying to whip it. So I just keep it a little more stable through the swing. So I don't know, it's a little bit of a longer dead swing instead of like getting steep and trying to compress it. That's as much of the thought as I can, like that's kind of the only thought, is smooth, wide, and then release. So.
Beautiful.
It just looked like it had to go left a tiny bit. Not at all.
I was just going dead straight.
But then I'm gonna play one dead straight and it's gonna break like a foot left. No, so normally if I'm shooting, if I'm ballooning numbers, it's almost always one thing, and that is that I'm losing golf balls off the tee. I'm pulling driver when it should be driving iron or just an iron off the tee, and I'm kind of trying to force it, because then you're dropping, you're hitting 3, and when you're hitting 3 off the tee regularly, big numbers. So if that happens and I'm that many over par, it's probably that I should put the driver away for the rest of the round. Goal for the first 4 or 5 normally is try to figure out where my game is, right? Like what feels good, and what shots I can actually play. So I've been trying to play a fade off the tee more. So it's figuring out if like this fade swing actually fades the ball. And if it doesn't fade the ball, like where is it going? So, you know, yeah. So I would rather play a 220 yard par 3 than a 95 yard par 3. Because if you don't hit the green from 220, that's expected. If you hit the green, everyone's like, oh my gosh, it's amazing. This distance, if you don't hit the green, you look like you can't play golf. And if you put it to 5 feet, it's like, well, you should. It's not that far. 95, I believe, into the wind. I think it's gonna be a like a punch 52. If I hit a 56 hard, it's gonna have so much spin. Might not get there at all. And if it does, it's leaving the green, I think. So. I'm happy to hit the green from 95 yards with this much wind, because I know the chances are I'm going to try to play something cute and it's going to miss entirely. So I think if I stare at this long enough, I'll figure out what to do. What do you think? If this green didn't run away from you so much, that was so good. Well, now you have me terrified about this putt. I got so scared of that putt. Why, Matt? I didn't even read that, like, this is uphill the end of that putt. It goes back. I didn't even get that. So I was thinking this was running away the whole time. It's not. That's gone. That's gone. That's like off.
It wants to go off the green.
Oh my God. Matt, what did you say about this being a par 5? This is a really tricky green.
That's the one. Dude, that's an impossible putt to leave it there.
That's even scarier. So then this putt's gonna go, you know, I have to touch this. And that happens all day, you know? It's a confidence thing for me. So I was actually working on that thing with the putting where you look at the hole, and that's actually what I just did there. I just looked at the brown mark and hit it there. So in the shorter putts, I've been trying to do that. But you know when you do it in practice and then you get on the green, you're like, if this doesn't work, I'm gonna look really dumb.
I don't have that gene.
Yeah, I do, and it's a problem. But the reality is I look really dumb putting anyway, so I should at least do something that might help. If you want to know where my handicap comes from, Matt, it's driver shots in the woods. Oh, this is a short par 4. Yeah, those trees start coming in at like 260. So if you hit a driver and it goes right, you're dead, I think. But it's not long, so I feel like a driving iron just out there to the fairway. I don't think I'd ever want to hit driver here because the error is, the miss is so bad. You pull it left, you're dead. You fade it right, you're blocked out. It's a short par 3. So I feel like I would always be thinking positional. So that's whether or not it's, you know, driving iron or it might even be, yeah, like, because driving iron, if I put a driving iron just right at the bunker out there, anywhere out there is fine, you know, because it's not going to get behind the trees. So I think that's the play. So this is Another thing that happens when I go play golf is that I still look at a hole like this and I go, what would be cool to watch? So I think it'd be awesome to see like a real low kind of stinger that just fades right into the fairway. It feels like this could be really fun, you know? And why do you play golf? For the memories. Unless you're playing for money. Stop. See, so that's the try to hit a stinger and it doesn't sting. Or we'll thin it and fade it. I think I'm hitting a 52 because I think it'll release a bit more. And then I just kind of stab at it, pop it up, and let it go. Should have hit a 56. No, I'm very cognizant of the fact that I could have easily like stubbed that and still been down there. So I probably should have realized, hey, I'm going to swing harder, play the 56, it'll be fine. But I'm not mad, like this is fine. Just looks like it's gonna die off that hill. Yeah, no. But from up here, like it feels like you can see this whole side of the green runs,
for sure.
and it's downhill. So those seem to be the ones that break the most as they slow down. Yeah, yeah.
I think that's a great line, bro.
Okay.
There we go. That's money, bro. Yeah, that's a good looking putt, bro.
I'm happy, very happy with that. Yeah. All right, I got an idea. It's not gonna be good. Okay, so this tree here is like, at this point from the tee, the tree is the right side of the green. So you've got to go left of that. Those trees behind it are like on a bank that's to the right of the green. So, yeah. Well, you tell me, what do you think I should do here?
They would go, and how far would it go if you hit a driver?
Downwind, downhill, you could get 320 out of it. Correct. Oh yeah, trees are...
Out of 10, how many times are you going in the tree?
5?
Do you reckon?
Oh, no, that's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm wondering, is the better play, like just take a driving iron and smack it, or just hit a driver out there?
I mean, I think it's 50-50. Because if you're happy with a driver, you're going to have a 20, 30 yard pitch. If you're not happy that a driver is going to be in the vicinity of the green and it's going to be in the trees, then we take the driving iron, which will never. That's like an 8 out of 10 shot,
Yeah.
versus a 5 or 6 out of 10 shot.
Right.
So if you're playing the odds,
It's a driving iron.
it's the driving iron. If you're playing how you feel today, it's either or. I mean, the way you've been hitting the driver, I would say driver.
All right, we'll try it. Don't worry, if this doesn't work, it's not your fault. It's still mine. "74 yards, all downwind, downhill, and it's gonna run, right? No spin out of here." Little different scenario, because this is like off the downslope, so it's gonna come out lower. Stop rolling. Stop rolling. Look at this thing. It's gone. All right, you want to see me chip that?
Yeah.
I love the online, the ego, the how far do you hit this club? How far do you hit that club? It's like, I don't know. Also, I don't care what your max distance on your 7-iron is. It's like, I hit 195 to 200 yards. Like, that doesn't sound useful. Like, it sounds like you're swinging out of your shoes and you have no idea where it's going. All right, here we go. Oh, I turned it over a little. Short. Not bad. It's probably not bad for distance because everything dives that way. Like a yard further and that's perfect. Oh no. It's right between those two trees. The weird ones, the two trees to the right of that, it's right between them. Oh wait, there's no hole.
Just explain that what you were aiming at.
Yeah, so there's a green right there. Depth perception, not great. And I thought the fairway kind of slants around this way because it kind of looks like it. There's a fairway that goes this way, and I thought that green was further. It's not. Green's over there somewhere. Mother Nature's in front of me, and I don't even know what to do here, Matt. Like, that's. I mean, I have an idea. Can I? I don't know if I can hit this high enough, fast enough. I think if I pitch out here, there's a chance it literally just sits in a bunker. All right, hold on. Because this just has to get back in play, right? We're just trying to take 8 out of the... Gonna go up, over, back to the fairway. That's the idea. Middle of the fairway. Just how we drew it up. We've got 126, but like there's no chance. I mean, a lot fader. Like I need to like slice a 9-iron because it's into the wind too. Hey, let's find out together. This could be with a whole round. Just it goes entirely off the rails. But you know, we've had fun. Oh, the wind is not letting it fade an inch. Oh, wow. Have you ever seen that before? Hey, guess what? I get to do it again. Hey, we got closer. We got closer. Just a cold shank. Just absolute brutal. I don't know where it is. You know where it's not? In it. Right, you get done with a hole like that, and the thoughts that run through your head. I don't care. Swing as hard as you can at something. That's not good. You know, that's how you build snowmen. I think it's just driving iron, right? Yeah, just not trying to crush it. Just hit a. Not driver. Yeah. There's water that comes in short, and if you hit it and it rolls, it's dead. Those little trees on the right are only like 280. And that's like just sort of the water. So this course, you know, when I get up to that par 5, I get to tell myself, you've never played this hole before. There's a chance I am directly behind the one tree down the left side that's between me and there's a chance I'm literally directly behind it.
I've played with a lot of pros and scratch golfers, and Tim hits the ball like a scratch or better golfer. Once he gets confidential about his putter, he will be a scratch or plus handicapper. Great guy, great day. I really like this guy. Check him out on Tacomo's channel in the description.